Okay, there we go, there we go. Nice bright light. No, we good, we good, we good, we good. Leave the chairs alone. Let him bright, let him shine his bright light. His bright light, bright light. They're everywhere, you guys. They're everywhere. For those who watched the rewatch on this, anyone you see in all black is a domestic terrorist working for the SJPD, psychological assassins. Nah, I don't want to insult them too much like that. I'm not really trying to insult the police. I'm just trying to get this program exposed. I feel you though. Shit. I'm not even, bro. I'm not even like that, bro. Like I don't, you know, I believe what I believe in, shit. Like, you know, I know they're evil motherfuckers and shit, but you know, this isn't my fucking, this isn't my line of fucking. Like I don't enjoy doing this shit. I don't fucking, you know, like risking my fucking whatever, like risking shit. But it's like, you know, you back a person into the corner, you only got two things to do. I mean, one thing to do, but you know, some people take a different route. And yeah, I know they're definitely working with them. I know that. The thing is, bro, it's so hard to get people to wrap their mind around this. You know, this fucking targeting shit, that if you start adding all that extra shit, you know, you gotta take your time with these people and start pointing shit out, man, because everybody's fucking blind and shit. Like you have to, and then everything is so intricately covered up, so you gotta take the sheets off the fucking cover-ups that these people have been doing. They got the officer, he's probably watching the live right now, giving me a little visual harassment. Shut your mouth, that type of shit. But yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta spoon feed people, man, because the covers are, you know, the covers have been draped over everybody. Excuse me. That's legitimate. Yeah. I mean, they're all, they're all into something, man. Something wicked. You don't just, you don't just kill people and, they can say that David Chauvin or whatever his name is was, an example and all that, but, that, I mean, anybody who knows, man, knows that guy ain't going to jail. They did that shit to shut up the people. They'd probably send that dude somewhere out of fucking, give him a little facial reconstruction, and send him somewhere else out of the fucking country, but, he ain't gonna do no time in jail. And when you belong to those type of corporate organizations and shit, you never do time. You got fake media that will fucking make it look like he did time. And fucking that's what it is. Unless they want you to do time. Unless they want you to do time. But, anybody can see that shit was, he was ordered to do that shit by somebody, that David Chauvin or whatever. That shit was an order. That he had to do that shit whether he wanted to or not. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Mo? I looked up their YouTube there, but I mean, considering the situation and who we're dealing with, Trump ain't that, he ain't worse. Biden is worse than Trump, man. Biden is even more racist than Trump, I believe. Biden's fucking supported fucking, excuse me, that's legitimate. Biden's openly supported KKK leaders and shit. Like, he's even did funerals and shit, like funeral speeches for top KKK leaders and shit. And he's rolled with their fucking, their fucking ideology. Or at least some of it. He's openly admitted that. Or maybe not admitted it, like, to the public, but, he's performed acts that openly admitted it for him. Two wings of the same eagle, definitely. 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 But, it's just, I don't see how people don't realize that Democrats have an evil history. Democrats have an evil history. It was Democrats who fucking, really wanted to keep the slaves. Look, we got the motorcycle man creeping up behind me. We all know how they love to use motorcycles in the harassment campaign. Just pointing it out. We're not going to pay too much attention to that cat, but, we all know that shit. Hey, what's going on, minority? You get a chance to read the last of the lies. The chat people have questions. Also, the device you're using, there's no need for you to take. I'm not sure. I can't. They cut your comment. No need for you to take. That's the last. I never got to read the comments yet. They haven't, it hasn't fully downloaded on my YouTube. On my side of YouTube, at least. As far as being able to see the live chat. Yeah, we just got the goofball. He just locked into my phone. For those who don't know, they have technology that locks into your phone. It gets your, whatever, however they do it, they GPS, and they get your GPS. They get behind you for a couple seconds, lock into your phone, get into your GPS, and start following you around. They have technology to do that, for those who don't know. For those who think that we're just so paranoid that we're thinking things, they have technology out here. Research it. Research it for those who think we're paranoid. They have technology that can lock into your phone and follow you anywhere. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it, man. When I'm doing that, man, I don't even pay attention to the comments because, I be having to look all around and shit. You see somebody pointing some type of fucking laser at that tree and shit. So, I just be, and I'm not really saying, I'm not trying to say anything is gonna happen or anything, but I be looking everywhere because it's no telling. They sent the lady, I got stabbed by a lady, so, if they sent the lady to fucking stab me, they'll fucking, I gotta fucking watch. So I don't answer the comments. I'll answer them later though, like when I get back and like on the replay when I upload it, I'll read the comments and shit and answer them. My gang stalking has slowed down so much in the last 4 years, I barely notice it anymore. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. These fuckers are relentless, man. They're relentless, I tell you. So if you can snatch a little bit of freedom from that bullshit, man, my hats is definitely off to you. I mean, if you can do it without joining them. I wanted to say something else, that when using that speaker device, you don't want to yell, especially when it gets late. It draws attention to the police, and they can tell you not to use it. Yeah, I'm not using it at nighttime. I use it at, in the daytime. When people are out, like, I'm not gonna do it, like, when people are asleep and shit. Yeah. That was wild. Yeah. Sometimes it slows down and yeah, that's true too. That laser, what the fuck, that scared me. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. But they do that shit. That's all their psychological bullshit. That's like supposed to, intimidate me out of fucking doing that shit. Like, I guess you guys threaten my life a lot. Like, you guys threaten my life every day when when you drive by with your cars with no lights in the middle of the night and shit. Like, so that's nothing new. Like, it was out of one of those buildings. They did it out in one of those. I was around a lot of high-rise buildings and shit. It was coming out of one of those buildings. Taller. Yeah. They can tell you the noise is too excessive, so if you go to use it, just speak into it. Yeah, I'm just learning. I'm just learning it right now. But I definitely appreciate any advice anyone can give me about it. I definitely appreciate it. And then they sent the crazy dude, or, they sent the guy to come and try and make us look crazy and shit. talking about that shit happened so many years ago and it was a remaking and shit. And that he's the reason that they were mocking us like a motherfucker, man. And the names that he mentioned were like very, very, very close to two targeted individuals that I know. So, you know, they're doing crazy shit. Doing crazy shit. Saying the only way that this shit can stop is if they write my write my attorney. Hey, what's going on, Really D? First 10 years was off the hook. Yeah, man. I'll be going into my fucking 11th year pretty soon. Pretty soon I'll be going into my 11th year of this bullshit. I'm still a baby in this shit, man. And it feels like I fucking... I feel like an OG in this shit, but I'm still a baby, man. These people been going through this shit for fucking years and years before me. It's fucking crazy, man. To be able to say, damn, like I'm still here, like I haven't done anything to get myself locked up. You know, they haven't coached me into hurting myself or anybody else. I haven't gotten myself locked up. Yeah, man, this is some fucked up shit. And the police, man, you know the craziest thing is the police, they'll lock you up for anything. And they tell you, they sit there and fucking tell you, they chastise you and talk to you like, oh, you're just making excuses. You can do things, you can, you know, there's legal stuff to do, which, don't get me wrong, that's correct. What they're saying is correct, but for them to say all that shit and give you that lecture for the smallest of crimes and then fucking commit these federal fucking domestic terrorism crimes on American citizens, just period, and get away with it, like they have no fucking business being police. Like if this fucking program ever gets exposed, any fucking police officer, like all police officers should be fucking, you know, from the captain on fucking down, should be fucking eliminated as far as fired and all that shit. And they just put a whole new fucking they put a whole new fucking crew down or whatever, however you want to put that shit. A whole new police force down. They'll do some retraining and all that shit. Cause these fucking police are domestic terrorists. And they have the potential of being domestic terrorists again. If their bosses are corrupt bosses and their bosses tell them to do some corrupt shit, they'll do it. You know, if they've done it once, they'll do it again. As long as they feel that they won't get caught, they'll do it again. And it's proven time and time again. Police getting caught on their fucking, you know, their cameras and shit, their body cameras doing shit, and they're forgetting that they fucking got their forgetting that they got their body cam on and fucking saying, oh shit, my body cam's on and all that. It's all types of videos like that. It's fucking vines of videos like that. Police doing shit, setting people up, fucking putting dope all up in their fucking car, forgetting that they got their body cam on. Like, these police aren't fucking, you know, and I'm not saying every police officer is like that, but I am saying there are quite a few, a whole bunch that are. Like, there's more than you would like to think that there are. There's more people locked up for no reason at all, but for police being mad that he ran from them during a foot chase. And so because this individual ran from that police officer on a foot chase, now all of a sudden he has a drug charge. He fucking threw an ounce of fucking all of a sudden he threw an ounce of fucking dope when, his fingerprints, no fingerprints on it. No fingerprints at all whatsoever on the plastic. So he had time to run. And like people don't fucking, there are fingerprints on drug bags. Like you'll find fingerprints no matter what. But, all of a sudden these drug bags that got these people locked up don't have no fingerprints on it. No matter how much the person is sweating and all that shit, running from the police, you're sweating like a motherfucker. You know for a fact you're gonna throw if you throw something in a plastic bag, there's gonna be fingerprints all over that motherfucker, smudged and all types of shit. But these bags are traceless of fingerprints, of any type of print, smudges, anything. Like a lot of these police are dirty, man. Very, very dirty. I'm saying don't yell in that device, and that should keep you under the radar, because they could turn around and say you yelling using the device. Yeah, I understand. 11 is a baby. Yeah, I know, man. I know it's been people in here for years. Yeah, bro, they use that to shut up Preacher David. Oh, is that right? Okay. I was wondering why I hadn't seen any of his videos lately, and when he was in USA, so you can use it. Nah, I get it. And that's why, I appreciate that advice, because, I definitely can use it. First time I had homeless used on me, I rarely see like that. Yeah, man. They use everybody, bro. It's crazy. That's how the Freemasons see, and they're smart, man. The Freemasons, the fuckers are smart, but they're evil, man. If they use that knowledge for good, man, this world would be a better fucking place, man. But they use that knowledge for evil, man. Sacrificing babies and fucking, feeling like they're gaining power. But they utilize any and every fucking body, from any type of fucking job outlet. From, you could be a janitor, all the way to a fucking car salesman, to a fucking politician, a construction worker, any field of work, they fucking got somebody in there. Any field. Maybe unless it's like a mom or pop store. If it's a mom or pop store or something that ain't a chain, just like, a single family store, that's different. But they can even utilize them. All they need to do is send somebody in there and fucking spread a little bit of money around. Most people operate off fucking greed, man. Most people in this world, man, operate off greed. And they'll pretend like they don't operate off greed until the fucking chance fucking, presents itself. They'll act like fine and mighty Christians, and they'll fucking, They'll condemn you for anything you do that's against the law or against the Bible. You know, they'll tell you only God can judge somebody. You have not the right to judge anybody. You know, but as soon as the opportunity presents itself, they're hopping in the pool with the sharks. They're ready to swim with the fucking sharks as long as you as long as you spread a little bit of cash around. They'll fucking hop in a swimming pool full of slime. Look at the one headlight. Oh shit. They'll hop in a pool of slime. They don't give a fuck because they're grimy. Grimy as fuck. Motherfucker. You know, excuse me. This is legitimate. You know, like, even I used to trip, like, you know, we used to have a little thing in Sacramento. There was this little thing that came on the weekends, and like people who did little community crimes and shit. Sometimes they were serious, but you know, not to the point of murder or anything like that. But like robberies and shit like that. And I know like a person on the opposite side of the fence, yeah, of course you're gonna report that, but you know, people, you know, and if you're gonna report it, you're gonna report it with a, you know, with a noble cause. Like you're reporting it on some noble shit. You're not reporting it. A lot of people that report shit, they report it on some noble shit, not because, you know, money is presented to them. But, you know, they had this thing called Crime Watch where, you know, they would put a certain amount of suspects on the TV like every Sunday, and and you know, it showed their mugshot and the little crime that they committed or whatever. And they say if you have any information, there's a reward for you up to $1,000 and shit. And like, there's so many people would turn their fucking family members, and these are the same people that, you know, these these are the same people wearing stop snitching t-shirts and fucking, you know, calling people rats, and you know, they would never tell on anybody, and they're like just the toughest fucking gangsters. But as soon as a fucking $1,000 reward comes on the television, they'll turn in their fucking mother, man. And they don't care what the crime is. Like, that person could have 3 fucking strikes. Like, you know, they'll weigh out the option. Should I send my fucking family member back to jail for life, or should I take this $1,000? And they'll fucking take that $1,000. And I never understood that. But, you know, going through this program and seeing how easy people can be bought to harass people, like everything is fucking, you know, it's coming to a vision. Like, everything is coming into place, man. It's always been like this. It's just been well fucking hidden. It's always been like this. All these fucking hardcore gangsters and, you know, all these tough guys, all these motherfuckers with prison tattoos and all that slick talk, they've always been fucking they've always been scumbags at heart. Like, they've always been fucking disloyal fucking rat pieces of shit, wanting to domestically terrorize their fucking fellow citizen on call. Basically, all they had to do was be presented the opportunity. But until that opportunity presented themselves, or until that opportunity presented itself, you know. That's fucking sad, man. That's fucking sad. link up with the cop watcher community in my area. After that, that is slowed way down. Yeah, I used to watch this one cop watcher. I haven't been able to find his channel since they took I got locked out of my other channel and shit. But they started targeting this one dude. You probably know who I'm talking about. It's a black dude. He talks like a surfer, but he's a cop watcher and shit. He's a cool dude. He talks like if you were talking to him on the phone or you didn't see him, like you would never know it was him. And fucking they started following him everywhere and shit. Like I tried to I tried to get him to look into fucking, targeted individuals and shit. But, he never, when he did lives and shit, he never really responded to it. But yeah, like I was watching a few of his lives and, as he's going to the gas station, he went to one gas station. The police pulled in there. Then he went to another one, and that same officer pulled in there. That same officer pulled in there, and he's asking him, the cop, like, why are you following me? Like, well, you guys are following me. And then the cop is gaslighting the shit out of him, using their little gaslight language and telling them, have a nice day, and I'm just getting gas, buddy. Are you doing anything wrong to make you think that I'm following you? And all types of shit like that. Like, yeah. But yeah, the audits, yeah, I like watching the audits and shit. The cop watcher audits and shit. I confronted the chief of Portland Police and the JTTF dude outside of City Hall. It was fun. You recorded it? People who follow the police around and record them to hold them accountable. Yeah. Hell yeah, and they don't like that at all. They don't like that. They be coming all out their police buildings and shit, trying to tell people to stop recording. And, motherfuckers tell them niggas. And it's crazy, man, because it's like either they're not honoring the law or they don't know the law. And most likely it's like they don't know the law, because it don't take too much to be a police officer. All you have to do is be fucking brainwashable and fucking be able to be told what to do. And, you're a cop as long as you believe in their fucking ideology. They go to Adam's Family, my surveillance team. They like to creep up on me with their brights. Fucking park and keep surveillance. Get out and do a little bit of fucking street theater, coughing, sneezing. That's the Adams Family right there. They're really creepy. The creepy bunch. It's the daughter and the son grown up. The daughter and the son grown up. First time I had homeless shit, though. I confronted the chief of Portland Police. Okay, I got that one. People. Okay, yeah. Just YouTube cop watchers. Yeah. You think joining the cop watchers slow down your harassment? I mean, it sounds like it could have, because that's one thing about the cop watchers is because it's not, you got people watching your back. You got people. It's more than just you. when you got people filming, you got at least 4 or 5 people with you filming with you just in case you get locked up and all that shit. They, you know. Crime Stoppers, yeah, Crime Stoppers. Yeah, the Crime Stoppers. Back when I know it was called Crime Stoppers. They had one called Crime Watch. Um, Crime Watch, I think. I think Crime Watch was the newspaper. They had a newspaper as well. Hey, what's going on, Tip? Hey, Planet. Listen to Barry Levington and light up, bro. Barry Levington. Alright, I'll check him out. Barry Levington. Hey, what's going on, Tanya? Not dark yet here in Washington State, West Coast. Yeah, it's dark as shit out here right now. They recruit SNY yards. Yeah, they do. It's a whole bunch of sensitive needs around this motherfucker, man. They're everywhere. And not just them. Not just them, man. They got some mainline motherfuckers, you know, that should be on some sensitive need yards. Out here pretending to be tough. Like they're gangsters. Look at this dude comes around. Oh, I don't know. Let me pull this back. Dude comes back on us with his bright light. Portraying to be tough and gangsters and hustlers and dope dealers and shit. Nah, they're just a bunch of fucking rats. A bunch of fucking rats, man. They're not just the ordinary rat. They're like fucking, you know, they're brainwashed fucking rats. Like, they don't even tell on shit that's going on that's for real. Like, they're fucking allowed to make shit up and fucking harass and fucking get entrap people. Nappy, that is called a squirrel trying to get a nap, family or no family. Yeah, exactly, man. I never understood that either, man. Like, how the fuck could you grow up with somebody? How the fuck could you grow up with somebody and fucking... You know, I understand that there are some things, like, you know, you do some weird shit, like get caught, you know, molesting or, you know, any weird abnormal shit like that, then yeah, you know, that motherfucker need to get some help. Robbery, I understand how some people wouldn't fucking see that as something not to be hiding from the police or anything, but you know, if the time arose, most people, you know, most people who love their family members, you know, they're gonna have to come make a tough decision. Okay, my cousin robbed the bank. Should I turn him in or should I hide him? You know, like, he didn't kill anybody or whatever. And I understand, like, there are two opinions on that, but just being a family member and growing up with that person, you know, I couldn't do it personally, you know. And for the rewards that they put up, the rewards are fucking peanuts, man. For fucking turning somebody in that you lived your whole life with, you know, $1,000 to turn somebody in that robbed the bank, you know. And I understand, like, people doing it, but, you know, a lot of people wouldn't do it if it was a family member. A lot of people wouldn't. Not for $1,000. You know, shouldn't do it for any money, but especially not no fucking $1,000. That shit, you know, that's something you can't even fucking... In most places in the world, you can't even pay your rent with that. You get a free month's rent for turning your fucking family member in for life. But people will do it. I've actually witnessed a sister turn her brother in for fucking $1,000. And, you know, Sacramento is dirty. It ain't no telling if they even gave her that $1,000. They probably didn't even give her that shit. Based on she was a criminal herself. She fucking got caught up in criminal acts herself. Like, she wasn't no angel. They probably took that $1,000 and paid off her restitution with it. Alright, they're doing something with the comments. They would, okay, beware of the keyboard stalkers. They're vampires. Oh yeah, if you mean there are a lot of, yeah, there are a lot of people that get on here that, you know, are part of my harassment out here. But, you know, I got my YouTube channel on the back of the van. I mean, they were on here before, but, you know, now that I got my YouTube channel on the back of the van, it's gonna be more of them. You know, and that's the thing, like, we gotta prepare ourselves not to be, you know, letting these people get us off of, you know, our fucking kickstand or whatever, because these people out here, they're gonna try. They're relentless, and they're fucking, you know, they're rich fucking yuppies who fucking never had to fucking experience too much struggle or anything, so their fucking form of harassment is very irritating. It's baby-like. It's almost like nah. Like, that's their form of harassment. That's their form of harassment. They're spoiled. See, they're little fancy Hellcats. They've never fucking had to experience, you know, no type of fucking struggle. Their parents and their parents' parents come from long money. Very long money. Fucking technology wizards, fucking Microsoft, fucking all types of weirdos. Hey, likewise, Tanya. Yeah, it's pretty cold out here as well. That's what's up. Hell yeah. Creeps everywhere, man. Everywhere. and they give themselves away because they like to dress code themselves. They love to dress code themselves and fucking intimidate you. They like to implement. That's why I gotta learn colors, and I gotta try and learn colors in the way they're supposed to, you know, change your mood and all that shit, because they use a lot of that subliminal fucking coloring in our harassment as well. Like the yellow shirt, like they had the booty. I don't know if you guys anybody seen the live, or I know a couple of you guys did, but the live that I did, they sent a little booty bandit girl in her yellow fucking shirt to circle the block about 3 or 4 times with a little fucking MK Ultra yellow shirt or whatever. Shows called Dumbest Criminals, Crime Stoppers, Shame on You, Fumbling Criminals, Donkey of the Day. Donkey of the Day. They so many names for, yeah, definitely, man. And that's another thing I mean by the childlike harassment. That even if you pretend like you're not looking at them, they go out of their way. Like, they're so blatant to go out of their way that they'll get into car crashes, you know? They'll fucking get into a car crash. If you pretend like you're not looking at them, if you pretend like you're not looking at them, they'll go as far as to fucking, you know, go out of their way to fucking get you to look at them, not paying attention to the fucking road. They're trying to get you to look at them, that they'll actually get in vehicular accidents. That's happened twice. That's happened twice. That I fucking, you know, that I for sure know it's a fucking result of fucking people trying to get my attention. Or following me with one fucking headlight, and then I fucking get it. Following me with one fucking headlight, and I fucking, you know, get out to ask him something. Like, it's one dude that fucking, you know, he's following with me with one headlight, and I'm trying to get his license plate and shit, and he's so sporadically fucking trying to get away from me from getting his license plate, and I'm, you know, I'm on fucking foot, and this guy is fucking so sporadically from me trying to get his license plate that he runs over a fucking center divider, and it is crazy. Like, these people, like, they're literally fucking think that they're untouchable, and, you know, they can do just whatever, and they're not gonna be caught, or that you're not gonna, you know, they expect you to be so intimidated by them that you're not going to fucking approach them or fucking ask why they're fucking, you know, they think that they're just gonna get away with it with no, you know, repercussions, or people asking them questions, or that's why I say, like, a lot of us, man, and I understand, like, if some of us don't, because it's probably not the real smart thing to do, but, you know, you just gotta think, would you rather be in this program for the rest of your life? And I'm not saying approaching them is gonna change that, but, you know, it'll put a lot more exposure on these people. Like, these people have to be exposed and shit, but I definitely understand, like, it's, you know, it's not the ideal thing to do, but it's just like, fuck, like, what else is there to do? The police are gonna keep fucking gaslighting us, of course, because they're a part of it, so they're gonna keep gaslighting us, either try and take us to a psych ward. Like, you know, anytime anytime, it's already fucked up to have to swallow your pride and fucking go into a fucking police station and make a report on being harassed. But to be gaslighted on top of that shit, like, that's a fucking, you know, that's a blow to fucking, you know, that's a blow. And fucking, like, I'd rather fucking, you know, try exposing these motherfuckers than have to fucking deal with the fucking turning or going into the fucking police and reporting it. Anytime, the most out of a report that, you know, a police officer, when I went to make a report, was fucking, yeah, we'll make a report for you, but would you mind seeing a psych, would you mind taking a psych you out, would you mind taking a psych evaluation first? Like, you know, once you hear that type of shit, then, and you know it's all set up, like, you know, that's what they're gonna do. They're trying to throw you in some fucking psych ward and diagnose you, then it's like, fuck it, like, why are you gonna keep going through that? Like, why are you even gonna put yourself in that fucking, why are you gonna put yourself in that space? Like, so I'd rather do this. Like, I'd rather fight and put my fucking freedom online than fucking, you know, make a report and put my freedom online, because they can say you said anything. Once you get in the fucking police station, they can say you said anything. You felt like taking your life and, you know, all types of shit, and fucking kidnap you and throw you in one of those fucking drooling pens, shoot you up with all types of fucking medication. And when you come out that motherfucker, you be crazy walking around the street like all these fucking weirdos. And, you know, acceptable and fucking connected to whatever fucking Wi-Fi and Bluetooth fucking, you know, applicable fucking chemicals that they've put in you, chips and all that shit. Then you be walking around here broadcasting the shit out of their fucking they'll be broadcasting the shit out of you guys, or, you know, whoever fucking they snatch. Yep. Rats on steroids, exactly. Rats on steroids, man. I don't like rats, period, but I'd rather kick it with a four-legged rat. I'd rather hang with a four-legged rat than these two-legged rats. That's for sure. A four a four-legged rat is more trustworthy than these two-legged rats. Had someone try to bother me tonight, gave some room, stood my ground. Yeah, sometimes, man, you gotta, you know, give them some room, man. Sometimes it's not always smart to stand your ground, man, because just out of anger, you might do something that's not, you know, gonna swing in your favor. It's not gonna swing in their favor. So it's always smart, like, if you feel like you're gonna react or you're gonna fucking put your hands on them, give them their space, because in the end they'll win, man. And that's another thing. That's another reason why it's good to get as much fucking footage as you can on these motherfuckers as far as their harassment. Because there is no telling when you might fucking slip up and put your hands on one of them or do something to one of them. And then, it's their word against yours, basically. And they're gonna probably be the ones with the bruises. Not because they can't fight. Like, even the ones that can fight, they're gonna let you bruise them up just so they can have some type of fucking evidence. That's the type of coward that we're dealing with. Like, we're dealing with a monster of a coward. We're dealing with a coward that will actually let you beat him up so that he can fucking point and show that you're a violent person. You're the violent person that, you're such a violent person because you're tired of people antagonizing you and you lash out. After so many years and years and years of fucking harassment, you finally lash out, and you're the bad person for protecting your constitution and your rights to protect you against any fucking foreign or domestic terrorists. And that's what these people are, literally both. They're foreign and they're domestic terrorists. People that were born here and people that came here to escape oppression. People that were born here and people that came out here to escape oppression are now oppressing others. Never understood how that worked. Still don't. I don't even understand, like I understand the government's end on it, because they've always been the way they are, but the people that came out here to escape oppression, I never understood their take on it. I'll run to America to escape all this oppression, being limited on how many kids I could have, or not being able to have the freedoms that Americans have. And then you run out to America and you conduct the same fucking business that was conducted on you. Like, mentally, how the fuck does that work? Especially having the knowledge of what was done to you. How does that work? I don't know. How do fucking people who have family members who fought in the war and died in the war for our freedom conduct this domestic terrorism on American citizens? Then on Memorial Day and the 4th of July, whenever other fucking war day they celebrate, they go to fucking their fucking memorials and fucking stand there in front of the fucking fallen soldiers and remember them fighting for freedom. And then right after that, they go fucking harass American citizens and any, other citizen, out of their freedom. How the fuck does that work? Like, how mentally fucking unstable? How mentally unstable does a person have to be? Like, that's fucking crazy. And they call us crazy. But how mentally unfucking stable does that have to be for a person to fucking... I don't know. I never get it, I guess. I'll never get it. That's crazy, man. In Oregon, they offer some inmates before release a yellow form to hold on. Okay, Oregon, they offer some inmates before release a yellow form to work in this program. Yeah, out here, well, I know a couple of places that I've been, excuse me, it's legitimate. Like when they do your orientation, when you get locked up and they, what is the right word for it? Evaluation. They give you an evaluation. You talk to, a police officer. They put you in a office with a police officer, and they give you a bunch of questions to answer. The typical: are you gay? Or do you have problems with any inmates? Do you feel unsafe in main population? One of the questions are have you worked for the police, or would you be willing to work for the police? And they answer that question. Never really, never found out what that fucking question was about, because the answer was always no. But I'm pretty sure if you answer yes on that fucking question, then you're available to work for this program, because they keep a record of that. They keep copies of everything. So that's probably what they do, is they go back to that paperwork and see everybody that's answered yes that they have worked for the police, or that they're willing to work for the police. They probably got snatched up to be put in this, And you'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised, man. There are a lot of people walking around on those main lines that are fucking covert snitches. There are the main line, the general population ain't so general. You got lifers, like a lot of the lifers, man. And I don't want to put no smut on all of them, because all of them ain't like that. But they do have a lot of lifers, man, that to get off of those fucking 4 yards, to get, to get off of those highly violent yards, they'll go to lower yards. They'll go to like level 2, like a level 4 in California is like the highest, for violence that you can go. Like the most violent, offenders are on a level 4 yard. And fucking, so to get away from those yards, like some of those lifers are like, fuck that. Excuse me. That's legitimate. And what they'll do is they'll go to the lower yards, like the level 2s and the level 3s and 1s and shit. Well, probably not so much 1, but like level 3s and 2s. And fucking, they get a position called the Mac Rep. And like the Mac Rep is supposed to, if a Mac Rep is supposed to just represent your race. They have one of every race, every race. Not all Mac Reps are fucking snitches, but you have your fucking to get off those yards, they become Mac Reps and shit. And fucking they're like covert snitches and shit. They're snitching. They're snitching, but it's all plausible deniability and shit. Like, you can't really fucking say that they're snitching, and everybody on a 2 yard and a 1 yard and shit like that, nobody's gonna try and fucking, unless it's gang shit or anything like that, nobody's gonna confront the Mac Rep or get the Mac Rep off the yard, because everybody's trying to go home. Like, everybody's got short time, 3 years, probably less than that, or maybe more, but they're not doing life for 10, 15 years and shit like that. And so nobody's gonna really do anything. They're just gonna mind their business and go home. In Oregon, okay. Love that laugh, Nabby. Appreciate that, Walter. Neighborhood Watch. Yeah, Neighborhood Watch definitely in this shit. Neighborhood Watch. That's another thing. Like, see, they don't like you exposing them. Like, I noticed when I was saying predictive policing, that's when they started looking at me crazy and shit. Like, they don't want you. They don't want you naming it by what it is. Like, they don't want you naming it by the name. They want you to look all crazy and say gang stalking and shit, so they can fucking, but they're predictive policing and shit. People can look into that. Like, they're real fucking, cover stories and not saying that we're not real, but I'm talking about there's like professional fucking outlets and shit fucking doing stories on this, how people have been fucking wrapped up in this predictive policing and harassed by, different citizens and shit. Domestic terrorism. Yep, exactly. That they instead. Let me see. Um, um, try to catch it. Okay, this is where I'm at. While that. Okay. Right. Okay. Community-oriented prosecution, police services. Yep. Exactly. Black window car gang stalkers. Yeah, man. 100% illegal. 100% illegal, man. That's why I say get your fucking license plates, man. Get these people's license plates. If they don't have if their license plate is fake, don't worry about that, because that shows a pattern of fucking, hope that their fucking license plates are fake. So you can show that either the police aren't doing their fucking job, or there really is a fucking consistency of fucking harassment, an undeniable pattern of harassment. If you got all these fucking cars with mismatched fucking license plates and shit, don't let that fucking deter you from filming these fuckers, man. Anything, you gotta think like the fucking... And that's why it fucks with your pride, man, because you gotta actually think like the fucking police. You gotta do fucking police work and shit, man. And it's fucking like you have to fucking follow fucking people, record people, and all this fucking weird fucking shit. Like shit you shouldn't have to do. Shit that it doesn't come natural to you, so you're not thinking about taking these people's peace away from them. You're not thinking about making these people miserable on a daily basis, because it's not in us, you feel me? These people are literally like, they thrive off this shit. Like, they can't wait for the next day. It's like when you were a little kid and your first day of school and you had your new clothes and you set that shit out, because you had a nice looking outfit and you couldn't wait to show that off on your first day of school. Like, this is that same feeling that these fuckers get every night. I bet you they fucking set their clothes. I bet you they set their clothes out on a fucking chair right next to their bed. Fucking, you know, you know, what, color coordinate that shit. Coordinate all their fucking shit that they got from Target. Use all their gift cards and color coordinate their fucking clothes on a chair right next to their bed before they go to sleep. And fucking they just can't wait for the next day. It's fucked up, man. It's comedy. It's fucking hilarious. But it's some fucked up ass hilarious shit, man. It's some fucked up. It's backwards. I'll never understand it. Some days I'll get some fucking laughter out of this fucking harassment program. Other days I'll fucking get complete fucking mental torture and be ready to fucking do things that I know I can't do because I'll get myself in trouble. So I have to coach myself out of that shit. But this is a fucked up program, that's for sure. It's so many days that I just feel like fucking. That's another reason why I just started fucking doing the protest shit. Because it gets you so mad that you can't fucking do anything, and that these people, they smirk in your face like you can't do anything. Like when I fucking do that shit and I see the looks on their faces and shit, man, that's enough for me. Like I'm fucking satisfied that I fucking pissed them off and fucking exposed them that much to fucking, you know, make them think about that shit. Make them think about it enough to be pissed off at me and be ready to fucking point lasers and shit. Point lasers. I saw that laser and it was crazy, but, you know, there was a sense of satisfaction in that. And that I didn't shut up and that I didn't, you know, didn't let that shit scare me out of fucking what I was doing and shit. Like, that's the thing, like, they have the fucking audacity to think that they can just fucking bully you and scare you. Like, you're gonna let us pick on you and you're not gonna say anything about it. And then when you do say something about it, they get pissed off and shit. Like, you're not supposed to fight back for your fucking, your freedom. You're just supposed to be there sitting fucking duck. So, yeah, man, I get a, like, I don't care what, after fucking... it feels good. So man, I don't care what happens. I don't, you know, as far as I'm not worried about or intimidated by anything like that. Fucking lasers or fuck that shit. Or whatever they call them. I think that's what, yeah. The ones behind the computer who don't stalk are the people making all the money. Yeah, they're the ones mostly making the good money. Neighborhood Watch is making a pretty good chunk of money too. Neighborhood Watch distributes their money, and they're a little bit more smarter with it, you know. So, you know, drugs. Especially, trust me, there are police officers with family members that sell drugs. Anybody, I mean, you know, there are, you know, people, just because people are police officers, just because people are judges, these are jobs that these certain individual family members got. Like, they still have family members that are into some wicked shit. Like, you know, maybe not, well, selling drugs and shit like that. They have family members that are into that type of shit. So, you know, Neighborhood Watch and all this shit, they have drugs. The police, they have drugs. You see a lot of these police out here, especially the ones that work in the prisons, the correctional officers. Crystal meth is a drug they use as a tool to keep them working, pull fucking shifts, like, working 3 day straight shifts and shit like that, and fucking, you can tell, like, and they're not hiding it either. Eyeballs wide as fuck, like, they're not hiding it. So they have a network. There are fucking correctional officers and police officers that, they're in that part of the game, or they have family members that are in that part of the game, and, they talk to each other. They know what they do. They're not hiding anything. They're friends and all that shit, so they all party together and all that bullshit. Police aren't angels. So they definitely distribute drugs out to these people because it's cheaper and they get to keep a lot of the money. A drug addict, you can give them a little bit of nothing and they'll do whatever you want to a certain extent. You make them ride by on a bike, show their butts and shit. All you gotta do is give them a piece of dust of crystal meth, and that's gonna fucking, they'll do it. You guys see those? You see those people? You see how long they do? The I have a video of Booty Bandit, or handler gives drugs to Booty Bandit. Like, you see how long that motherfucker was standing there with his ass just fucking cocked up, aimed at me? Two different, and these aren't people like just fucking, it's one thing to fucking have your no drawers on and maybe your pants coming down a little bit, but your shirt's covering your ass, and you might fucking raise your arm up and a motherfucker get a quick peek of that shit, and you go on about your fucking day, and it's like you never notice it. Like, you might say, damn, that motherfucker ain't got no drawers on or something, but these motherfuckers are, bending over, making sure their fucking shirt lifts up off of their ass, and fucking standing there for a good 5-10 minutes for you to fucking see nothing but cheek. They want you to see all cheek. And it's like, fuck, man, you guys have seen those videos. You see how long those people sit there in my field of vision and want me to see their fucking ass. And it's like, any man, especially after seeing it a bunch of fucking times, is gonna get tired of seeing that shit, and they're gonna go approach the motherfucker. And the police are giving these people the authority to do this, so they feel like they can talk to you anyway. So they're gonna talk to you anyway, because in the back of their head, they know that they're protected by the police until you do something to that person, and then they find out that they weren't so fucking protected, until after the fucking fact. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's some sad shit, man. It's sad. It's sad that we have to keep going through this, and people that aren't targeted individuals that can see what's going on, because I do believe a lot of people who act like they don't know what the fuck is going on, they know what's going on. People that act like they can't see what's going on, they know what's going on. People that don't have nothing to do with this. It's a lot of people that know what's going on, or they feel, once you explain it to them, they know what's going on. And they had the thought in their head, but, what you saying is fucking solidifying what they thought. Then they really know what's going on. Like, for those people to fucking sit and be quiet and not say anything, knowing that shit could happen to them, that's the most backward. Knowing that shit could happen to their kids, their family members, Like your freedoms could be snatched from you. And this could only be a test run. Like this could be a test run for the whole fucking planet of be living under this fucking type of oppression. And they just sit back and not say anything. That's backwards to me. I understand in some cases, but for the most part, all this fucking land of the free, home of the brave fucking bullshit people be talking about, all these fucking whacked out fucking citizens who think they're fucking tough, who think because the soldiers and our armies go over to different countries and kill up innocent people, you know, and to think that, you know, that they are them and they have the audacity to call themselves the fucking brave, but they're not really brave. They're fucking brainwashed fucks who fucking do and listen to anything the fucking government tells them, or who can be paid to fucking betray their own fucking country, their fellow man, fellow woman. Oh man, what the fuck planet am I on, man? What the fuck planet is this where somebody can tell you one thing that obviously is complete fucking bullshit, and you know it's no denying that it's bullshit because it's right there in your face, and you just know that it's not right, but you go along with it anyways. Freedom of speech. You know, this world fucking, or this country, this one of this fucking country's greatest fucking bullshit lies to the people is freedom of speech. And fucking, like, we know for a fact, everybody knows for a fact that that's fucking in the Constitution, freedom of speech. Yet everywhere you go, they're cutting off your fucking freedom of speech. They're cutting off your fucking freedom of speech. And nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's fucking saying nothing. They've already stopped you from being able to discipline your children. They stop you from disciplining your children. Yet they shoot and kill your kids dead in the streets because they haven't had the proper home training. You know, they haven't been disciplined. Like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are taking our responsibility of disciplining our children away. And then when you shoot them dead in the streets, you blame the parents. Oh, well, you should have been better parents. Knowing good and damn well that because of the laws that you've implemented, that your kids will fucking 9 times out of 10 tell you that they're gonna call the police on you if you keep yelling on them. So you've literally programmed children into fucking calling the police on their parents if their parents try and discipline them. This world, this planet is all fucked up. America is fucking set up on traps. All types of fucking traps. Your children fucking skip school, you as the parent get arrested. Hard working at home, working hard at home, working hard for the family. Working hard for the family, and your fucking child skips school and you go to jail. And that's America. That's the freedom we stand upon. That's the freedom we love so much. That's the freedom we back and we believe in. Welcome to America, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, home of the free. Black Yeah. Yellow is Mason. Okay, yellow is Mason. Yeah, I thought somebody said blue is two. Okay, so it's okay. Yeah, because I remember in the beginning of my Target, and I was wondering why they were always wearing those fucking light blue fucking button up shirts, and they was always looking like, they were always businessmen in light blue button up suit shirts like fucking uniform or some shit, fucking harassing the hell out of me. I'm high as fuck. They're under the MK, yeah. Paid operatives, definitely. Yeah, a couple of them actually tried to crash into, well, not so directly crash into me, but they tried to fucking, oh shit. They're making it so I can't read the comments now. Yeah, a couple of them, here we go. A couple of them tried to crash in, well, not crash into me, but, they creep up on the side of me when I'm in the turning lane. They'll creep up in the side of me as I'm turning. They'll try and fucking drive by real fast, and they got those shiny plate cover things that you can't see their license plate behind the plastic unless you get up really, really close. Oh yeah, and you know what? It's crazy because now that I think about it, or I thought about it a while ago, but excuse me, that's legitimate. Being in this program, I now know like some of the fluke times that I got caught. Like there's sometimes, and luckily I wasn't, doing anything illegal. I was just, running away from my fucking parole officer. And like it never failed. Like the police would pull up on me out of nowhere for no fucking reason. It's late at night. We just want to question you, like, because we just want to question you. We want to do what do they call it? You know, they always have a drag for it too. They have a drag for it, like, I haven't seen you before. You haven't seen me. We like to get to try and know the people in the area so that if there's any problems, you can feel free to talk to us, and, so they can get all your information. A slick way of trying to fucking, take your rights away from it, softly taking your rights, coaching you into letting them take your rights. They'll coach you. If you let them coach you into taking your rights, they'll do it. If you let them coach you into telling on your friends, they'll do it. Oh, we don't want you. We don't want you. We just, we've been paying attention to you. We know you're not that big of a drug dealer. But your friend, we want him. All you got to do is give us information. It'll be, what do they call it? It'll be confidential. It'll be confidential. We want him. We don't want you. You're a little guy. Next thing you know, you're both in jail. And you might get more time than the guy you told on. Okay, they're blocking me from seeing Walter Trump have been. I'm only able to see this comment. Walter Trump have been saying they are targeting him, so he would mention gang stalking. Yeah, I honestly think, and everybody pretty much knows I'm not a political. I don't do no voting or nothing, but standing from the outside looking in, and I know like they come from the same fucking entity. But just out of fucking, if I was to have to pick a president to humor, people, out of Trump and Biden, hands down, I would vote for Trump. But I don't vote, period. But if I had to, I would vote for Trump over Biden any fucking day. Biden is a fucking, I shouldn't say retard, but Biden is I think he's more, I think Trump, even though he wasn't really a political figure, he has more of a backbone. Like, he'll fight more for this country than fucking Biden will. Biden will let people walk all over us. He'll take all types of fucking deals and bribes. They'll take deals, bribes, and fucking, put more of the bad communities in even more of a fucking crutch by fucking pouring all types of fucking, don't get a job, just fucking let us take care of it. You don't get don't get a job, you just let us take care of you. That way we can lock your votes in for the next however many fucking presidents there's gonna be. We'll give you the necessities. Yep, here we go. Here we go with the little Addams family, boy, in the bag. Come on, do your gay fucking shit. Do your gay shit. Pull your pants up. Fucking stick your shirt. Switch up down the block. Put on tight t-shirts so your man titties can hang out. Give me all that vision. This is street theater, ladies and gentlemen. They like to harass me with white bags and fucking, it's their form of fucking trying to say that I'm gonna lose my van. They've done so much vehicular damage to this fucking van, it's crazy. I finally found out why my transmission is leaking. It's leaking because all the times that they let air out my tire, like when I leave out of some places, like their curbs are a little steep, I guess, for the vehicle, and so the bottom of my vehicle scrapes against the cement for a brief second until I fucking put air back in my tires. So that's what happened to my transmission. And this is what they're doing. There goes the all black handler in all black. Not a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen, that man just popped up right there. He was waiting in the cuts because he had his fucking phone and he was waiting for me to record and yell some fucking obscenities, or that it's entrapment. They flood you with all this harassment while somebody sits in the corner and records you so they can fucking take you reacting to their bullshit to the people and say, hey, look, see, he's fucking harassing this person, which in reality they're fucking harassing you. They like to try and turn the shit around. See, like he's in the fucking, he thinks nobody sees him. He likes to sit in the cuts. That's what they do. They sit in the cuts thinking nobody's watching them in all black. If he wasn't wearing all black, if I didn't see him walking up, I would not have noticed that dude. That's how blended in. See how blended in he is? And that's how they do. They go around, walk around like that in their all black outfits and hide and fucking send out harassment so they can film you fucking reacting to their harassment. Don't notice this guy. Nobody would notice this guy right here. Except for the fact that he's moving. Yep. This is how they get down, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing it live in real time. I'm pointing it out to you. For those who don't understand what this targeting program is about. For those who don't understand why they fucking walk around in all black at nighttime. It's so that they can send their fucking harassers out to harass you and that they can hide in the darkness and film you when you react to their fucking bullshit. Right here in your face in real time. And this is one of the reasons why that fucking VTA dude fucking went crazy the way he did and fucking shot up those people. He knew who he was shooting. Those people weren't fucking innocent. Those people were fucking harassing him. Nobody goes and fucking just kills up a bunch of fucking people, you know, that work with them, you know, for no fucking reason. You know, he was harassed to the fucking point. And this shit wasn't just workplace harassment. He had to deal with these fuckers wearing all black, going to his house and fucking knocking on the door and fucking running away and, you know, making all types of noises. And whenever you go outside to see what the fuck is going on, you don't know what's going on because it's pitch black and these motherfuckers got on all black and they're hiding behind bushes and shit. You feel me? And the police got them doing this to make you fucking, you know, erratic so that they can stay in place. They can stay in place. They can stay getting paid. They can pass their gun laws, you know, and everything's everything. They can get rid of the people that they feel like aren't fucking putting into their fucking cash pot the way it should be put. It's some evil shit going on, ladies and gentlemen. There's some evil shit going on. And the police are fucking letting these people do that. They're letting these people entrap you. And then when you want to fucking protect your Constitution, when you want to protect your rights, when you want to say something's wrong about your fucking freedoms being taken away from you, they get an attitude. They get mad because you want the same fucking freedom that they have. How dare you want the same freedom that we have? How dare you not want us to get paid off of harassing you? Who the fuck are you to say you don't want us harassing you anymore? We've been getting paid off harassing people for years. You're not special. We want to fucking harass you. We want to set you up. We'll do it. And if you say anything about it, we'll try and make you look crazy. We'll try and make you look like you've been mentally ill for years. Myron May, a fucking lawyer, district attorney even. Fucking district attorney, top of his class. Starts getting harassed and all of a sudden everybody believes he's crazy because the police say he's crazy. Everybody believes he's mentally ill because the police cover up and say he's mentally ill. And everybody just goes along with it. No matter how many times the police get caught up in their corrupt fucking bullshit. So many times I can't count. You know, I could see if it was 10 or 15 times out of a span of years and years. And then 10 or 15 times as the police worldly as a collective or United Statesly as a collective. I could have, even California as a collective. 10 or 15 in my lifespan of police fucking up and getting caught doing shit. I mean, I could understand that shit happens, but in my lifespan, I've seen more criminal cops get caught, catch themselves up on TV. You know, public knowledge. I've seen more cops do criminal acts and get caught for them than I've seen actual criminals. Well, Probably not than I've seen, but than I've paid attention to, should I say. And fucking, people fucking still think that the police are fucking just angels and shit. And whatever the police say, it must be the truth. Because a police officer said it. Meanwhile, you got police officers fucking, telling fucking, women with children in the back of their cars that they'll take them to jail if they don't give them oral copulation and all that type of fucking bullshit. All on fucking TV. But, they're angels. You got police officers that rape people in the fucking cells. It's been caught. They're going... They've been caught. They've been caught for it. It's all on YouTube. Punching women in the face for no reason. Punching men in the face for no reason. Just because they've had a bad day. Shit's all on YouTube. Plenty of times of getting caught doing shit like that. But, to the average person, no matter how many times they see that, the police can do no wrong. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. The only way I can understand that is that people understand that the police are, for the rich and against the poor. Like, if the people understand, like, the police are here for us and not them, then I understand why nobody says anything about it. But if people think that we're all supposed to be equal, then there's no reason in the world that people should be taking these police as angels. Protectors of the people. Instigators of the people. These people are vanguards. Vanguards. Damn, they're doing that comment shit now, you guys. They've completely taken off the comments on my side. Yeah, but these people are vanguards, man, of destruction. Vanguards of destruction. Yeah. Sick, man. If anybody's leaving comments or saying anything to me, I can't see the comments right now. I'm not ignoring you. I'll probably be able to see them on I'll probably be able to see them on the upload, but I can't see them right now for some reason. This is the first day they've done it since I started doing lives on here. This is the first day they've started taking comments down, so they're back in full effect. Nothing's fucking slowed down, it looks like. Yeah, man, but I hope people that don't understand this targeting, people who are new to this channel, maybe people who have seen the sign on the back of my van, man. I hope you guys really start paying attention to these fucking police and these neighborhood watch people, and the people walking around in all black, the people with the one headlights and the people with the one tail lights. These are domestic terrorists. These are the people that made one man kill 8 people and himself. And the police are trying to cover it up. And I don't expect, I definitely, I don't know what they're gonna do. I really, at this point, I don't care. But I know they're gonna take some type of action upon me, whether it's a vehicular accident, some type of bullshit. Like, I think they're gonna take some type of action on me for this. So, my only fucking thing is, like, if I'm willing to put that shit on the line, like, at least be willing to fucking research this shit, look into it, man, because, I'm not the only one going through this shit. So, you're not just seeing one person that's fucking, it's not like as unbelievable as it would be with one person. Like, it's not, maybe with one person saying this shit, it could seem kind of crazy, but when you've got people that are actually telling you that they're going through this shit, showing you they're going through it, when you got the news, that fucking slipped up and said that this man was on that program, but it wasn't so much of a, they had him on the program to a certain extent, not all the way. They had him at gatekeeper status or whatever type of status they said they had him at. When you see that shit, like, I mean, at least use your fucking brain, man, and put 2 and 2 together, man. It's not that fucking hard. God gave you common sense. Like, don't let people fucking, especially fake news outlets and shit, and people, people are gonna try and cover up to save their asses, man. Look how many times the police department has gotten in trouble for stupid shit and serious shit. So it's like, don't be so quick to let people guide you into thinking what they want you to think, man. Start thinking for your fucking self, man. Because you could be next, man. You're all nice in your fucking bubble right now, but nobody's exempt from this program. Nobody's fucking exempt, and they're going crazy with it. Like, they're fucking just fucking putting people in this program. This program is not racist, meaning that any nationality can be fucking inserted into this program. It might have the program does have racial aspects to it, like racist aspects, because the people that they hire, if they hire racist people to fucking harass you, because they hire any and every fucking body that wants to be a part of it. If they hire racist people, then you're gonna feel it. You're gonna see the racism in the program, but the program doesn't eliminate, it doesn't eliminate it or exclude anybody fucking by racial preference. There are white people, there are Chinese people being tortured, there are fucking Hawaiian people being tortured, there are fucking black people being tortured, there are fucking, you name it, they're being tortured. But you are gonna have your fucking You know, your white supremacists, you're gonna have your black supremacists, you're gonna have your Asians that don't like nobody, you're gonna have your whatever. You're gonna have whoever that don't like whoever. You know, whatever it is. So, yeah, man, I just hope people pay attention to this shit. I hope people pay attention to this shit. No barking at the terrorists. You gotta let a terrorist be a terrorist. Alright. Chill out. Yeah, man. If anybody's leaving comments or anything, I can't see what you're saying. They fucking wiped the whole fucking the comments. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to see them once I upload it to once I upload it on the replay or whatever. I'll be able to see it. Somebody just beat their horn, so obviously they know what I'm talking about. One of these perps locked into my fucking live. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, freedom ain't so fucking free anymore. You gotta fight for your freedom on top of fighting for your freedom. You gotta deal with all types of people calling you crazy because you want your freedom back. And they're getting so much money off of harassing and snatching your freedom away. They just can't let you get that freedom back. We're putting people's kids through college. We're giving people nice, healthy fucking vacation. You know, when you target somebody for the government, in my case, when they target people for the SJPD, their 4th of Julys aren't the average 4th of Julys. They got extra money to get that boat they always wanted. They can grab a fucking 55 pack. You know, they can fucking grab that 55 pack of beer instead of that 6 pack of beer. They can get the family pack of firecrackers instead of the fucking, you know, Roman candles here and fucking a couple fucking concrete snakes or whatever you call them. Yep, they get some pretty nice 4th of Julys. Get a lot of Target gift cards, Amazon. Get to order a bunch of shit that they're just gonna throw away in a week. They have the fucking luxury of doing that once they harass you. Once they start harassing American citizens. Or once they start harassing citizens, period, for whatever government they're doing it for. Those are the fucking luxuries they get. Gift cards. Condensed housing. Special pay. $22 a month for rent. Shit like that. When you throw those type of I don't know what you would call it, in their eyes, riches. I call it peanuts and shit, bird feeding. Like, if you're gonna, you know, have me putting my life on the line by harassing a fucking ticking time bomb. You know, and it's no telling what this person is gonna do. You know, I'm not gonna do anything. I don't do anything. But I do hop out of my vehicle and I question them, like, why are you following me around with one headlight? You know, I know I'm not gonna do anything, but they don't know that. It could just be my fucking, you know, it could be my, I've had it. I've had enough, you know, and if I was one to fucking flip out like that, it's no telling what I would have on me. You don't need a pistol to kill anybody. You don't need a gun to kill anybody. Oh, my battery's going dead, you guys. I'm gonna have to start.